Miss Pilot Gang. It's Shayna Renee here with my husband June. We finally doing a reading for Scorpio. Y'all have to give us some grace. We had a cultural holiday last week called the Powwow. If you don't know what that is, it is a Native American festival. It's a celebration where we all come together because we are Native American and Black. So we do celebrate that every single year. So I apologize for the delay, but we have not forgot about you guys, okay?
We're Hollow Pony.
Yes, I was just thinking, I just thought that, like, oh damn, I forgot to say her name if I tried. Thank you. See, we are always in each other's head, like we are very, 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 like, psychically connected. But anyways, that's enough about us. Let's get to y'all. And as usual, if you need personal readings, everything is going to be in the description box. We offer astrology services, relationship and marriage guidance, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So just check it out, and let's get to the reading.
Oh, and if you want to see a funny skit of a healed and unhealed Cancer, go check out our YouTube page.
Yeah, and we will be releasing like healed versus toxic videos about all the other signs. You know, in case you want to see other signs, we will be doing that. But that's just like our first run with that. So let's get into it. Where you want to go first? I like to do Oracle first. So let's do that. Okay. We're gonna do our vampire deck.
I'm pulling from this Oracle deck.
It's funny we're using the vampire deck tonight because y'all are Scorpios. Y'all are all about the darkness, the occult, you know, the under the surface, the deep dark magic, transformation, sex. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. Okay, so we have Parade, Stalked, Invaded, and Watched. And this card has the number 31, and it makes me think about Halloween. Okay, October 31st, and it does fall in Scorpio season. There's a reason that Halloween is in Scorpio season because, you know, it's a very witchy, very magical, very much occult day. So that it makes sense that, you know, Halloween is in you guys' season. But anyways, 31 can mean something to you guys. Somebody could definitely be watching you guys, and this might be in a creepy way, but it might not be. So that's, you know, we're gonna put some more cards. We're gonna find out. Some of you could be, you know, stalking somebody because y'all are known, especially in the unhealed version of Scorpio, y'all tend to be quite obsessive, or you draw people who are obsessed with you. So it can work both ways. You know, a lot of people will be like, oh, Scorpio is possessive and obsessive, but Scorpio can also draw energy to them that is possessive and obsessive. Excuse me that the camera's in. My husband's trying to plug the charger up to make sure that we don't get cut off from you guys.
Technical difficulties. Hold on.
Sorry guys, we had technical difficulties. We got cut off for a second. So, alright, this is my deck. It's called Freedom Wings Oracle. I created this deck from the top to the bottom to top. Okay, if you are interested or know anyone that is, you can leave a comment or something like that, and I will make sure that you get a copy of this. So, let's see what this prey energy is all about. The obsessive, possessive, you know, somebody watching. It doesn't necessarily have to be toxic because I know I'm making it sound like it is, but that's why we're about to get into it and see.
They could be like trying to get information just to get a better overall understanding and feeling for if they should invest.
Exactly. That makes sense. Okay, we have extremes aren't healthy. Create balance.
Too much of anything is too much.
Yes. And it literally says too much of one thing on the card. It says bipolar. So somebody could be bipolar. I need to see it to read it, baby. I don't know my glasses on. Okay, up and down, binge and restrict. So you could be dealing with somebody with some type of mental issues, or you could have some mental issues. I feel like that's more of a specific message, meaning that only applies to a couple people. You know, come in the frame, baby. That's not gonna be for most of you. For most of you, I feel like this is a situation where you may be dealing with a relationship, and I really forgot to mention this is a love reading. It's gonna be in the description and the title anyway, so they'll know. But we do love readings. Sorry. Anyways, you could be dealing with a situation where 1 minute everything is really good for like maybe 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever, and then boom, you know, next thing you know, y'all at each other's throat for the next 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 days, you know, something like that. And that could be actually what be causing this obsessive energy, because it's like,
what the hell's going on?
You can't let go. You know, when unfortunately, when it comes to these type of pendulum swinging type of connections, usually it comes attached with like some real good sex or some real good high intense energy,
The red flags look like green flags.
and you just can't let it go, no matter how bad it get. You always go back. So that's what I'm kind of getting. Somebody always coming back
For the wrong reasons.
right. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this person isn't for you. It could just mean that both you and this person have a lot of healing to do. And we, as Scorpios, you guys tend to get in codependent relationships because your sign represents merging your resources, your life, your spirit with another person. That's what Scorpio energy is about. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't. But it can show up in toxic ways if you're not addressing your issues.
And you know, I think a lot of people need to look at their relationships as they progress through their life as lessons. Each one is meant to teach you a lesson to prepare you for your final true soulmate. So try to never look at the situation or what you've been through as painful or why it happened, but pull the good and try to look at it as, what is this preparing me for? Who is this preparing me for?
Yeah, not why is this happening to me, but what is happening for me. Yes. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some tarot, and we're going to get deeper into the situation. I was telling him, like, right before we cut the camera on, you guys, like, we have, like, 7 decks out right now. We never pull this many decks out. We usually pull out about 3, maybe 4 at max. Like, y'all Scorpios, y'all are like a very deep sign. And I told him, I was like, babe, I can tell we're ready for Scorpio because we got all these decks out. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know we about to go deep. Okay.
Oracle of Wands.
Or also known as the Queen of Wands in reverse.
Yes.
Somebody's confidence. Somebody's confidence is at stake.
5 of Swords in reverse.
Yeah, somebody's insecure. And usually with insecurity comes envy of some kind or jealousy when people are insecure. I don't know who that is in this situation, but it's here.
The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of upside down energy.
We got a lot of upside down energy. Alice, it made me think of Alice in Wonderland. Somebody might relate with Alice in Wonderland.
The House of Mirrors.
The House of Mirrors. That's something that's coming up. Somebody made like mushrooms or acid or psychedelics or ecstasy, something like that. But I don't know. There might be somebody's favorite movie that they really relate with, The Cheshire Cat. So we just had a channeling moment. Like, I'm not even going to try to incorporate that into the reading. I just had to give y'all that while I was coming through. Okay, this is the thing. Someone is insecure here. It could be you, it could be the other person, it could be both. And with that insecurity, somebody is envious, right? And the thing about this person, whether it's you or them, this person actually has a lot of creative talents of their own, but they don't see them. And so they get jealous and envious when they see you or you see them showing off. You know, like maybe you get dressed real good when you put yourself together. You know, you shine and stuff. Or you can sing real good. Or you can dance real good. Or you real good at something. And they get mad about it. Or it's the opposite way around. But y'all both actually have these talents.
Like for my little guide, for the Oracle Wands, the first card I pulled, this is verbatim what they say.
Oracle in reverse. Oracle Wands in reverse.
You're feeling more introverted than usual, but it's just what you need as you start to see your own self-worth. You've lacked confidence, but this time alone has helped you connect more deeply with yourself than ever before. It seems you found your inner fire.
Yeah. You know what I'm getting? With this pray card, I do feel like one or both of you, somebody here gets a lot of attention. Anytime you walk in public, now Scorpios, y'all are very magnetic, extremely magnetic, you know, to everyone around. So somebody gets a lot of attention everywhere they go. Every time they post anything on social media, there's a lot of comments, a lot of reactions, a lot of attention, okay? And somebody don't like that shit. Somebody's threatened by that. But you or them could also be using that attention, that ability to be magnetic to gain attention as well. So it could be a mirror. It's a mirror.
You're feeding off of it in a negative way, like you know it hits them and it stabs them, but you don't care. You still feed into it. You still reply. You still respond. Now posting something and getting a lot of attention and likes, that's one thing. but making sure you go through and respond to each individual comment.
And the deeper issue, if you or they are doing that for attention, the deeper issue is to know that you are enough. It's to know that you're enough and you don't need the external validation. But you may not even care about it. And it could just be this person's insecurities. And they're projecting up on you. And then we do have the Five of Swords in reverse. With the Five of Swords in reverse, what I'm getting here with all this attention energy, I'm getting, there is a lot of conflict in this situation. This person may actually have a very slick way of bringing the conflict to you. Like, they may not address it straight out and blow up in your face, but they make little sly, side comments. Or they put a little thumbs up. Right, reaction on the shit that everybody's passive aggressive. Yes, thank you. Yes, or y'all may have a lot of problems behind closed doors, but to the public, y'all pretend like y'all a perfect couple.
Man, I want y'all to remember everything my wife just said and listen to this.
Okay, go ahead.
You've been fighting hard to make something work that just isn't possible.
Woo!
Your ego is feeling wounded by that truth.
Woo!
Trust that the vulnerability you're feeling from stopping your fight is what will move you forward.
Wow. Okay. So I know we've been said a lot so far, and there's a lot been said, but at the bottom line, the takeaway from the messages we've given so far is stand in your power. If somebody's trying to cut you down for shining, fuck them.
They're not your person.
And on the other side of that, if you feel like you're not enough and you feel like you need, you're hanging on to somebody because they lavish you with compliments, or you don't need that either.
Okay, now with that being said, you also need to be strong enough and willing enough to talk to your partner, to let them know that you need this to be fulfilled, that your spirit needs this to be whole.
See, yeah, I just got to take a quick pause, and I just have to give the flowers to my husband, because as I was looking at these two cards again, he literally said exactly what I was talking about. Say what you say again?
You have to be strong enough and willing to have the talk and let them know that your spirit needs this to be fulfilled.
Some of y'all could actually, this is what I was thinking, and I had it in different words, but this, you said it, you spoke it for me. As soon as I looked at this card, you spoke it for me. You could be actually hiding your own light and transformation and resisting your own transformation and growth. Y'all see that butterfly, the black butterfly, but it's upside down? Okay, because the Queen of Wands is all about shining. She's upside down.
She's not coming out of it.
You could be hiding in your light to keep the fucking peace, bro. With the Five of Swords. Five of Swords upright is about, saying everything needs to be said, throwing low blows, getting down dirty, dragging each other, basically. But it's in reverse. You could be doing that to make sure that you keep the peace.
Being quiet is not being peaceful.
Right. Being quiet, keeping the peace, and being quiet is two separate things. So let's move on to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's a routine, or there's something that happens every single day, over and over and over, that's not working, that's not leading you guys to the relationship that you want to be in.
You're in the zone for self-improvement. Now is the time to invest in those daily practices that will prove your investment in yourself. A checklist, not perfectionism, is your best friend.
Yes. Remember, extremes are not healthy.
Making goals.
So let's go back to this for a second. Extremes, being one way, spending too much money, or holding tight to too much money, or y'all fighting every day, or y'all, up under each other every day with no breathing room. Not, extremes. Everything is too much in one direction. Okay.
Giving no room to be human.
It's something about every day, something happens like every single fucking day, or near about every day, that keeps you inside. And this person can actually be keeping you from doing your routines or things that are good for you. Or you could be holding them back from doing the same. And it may not even be conscious on either side, right? But you may withhold from doing the things that you like to do normally, like work out or get up and do, things that you like to do, because they feel insecure about it,
So, I want y'all to remember, you cannot be perfect. Keep, having a checklist and obtaining goals is okay. But when you're striving for perfection and you fall short, you tend to take it out on the other person. You have to allow yourself to be human, to make mistakes, to learn, because there is no other way to truly grow.
Yeah. And also, you guys, everything that we say make sure that you understand that love readings, everything can be interchangeable. So it can always be the other way around, or it could be both.
It could be you or them
yeah,
or both.
Yeah, and never make the mistake of seeing your partner as the problem
enemy.
or the enemy. Yes, that was the word I was gonna say first, and you took it, and so I said a different word. It's like I knew you was gonna take my word, so I said a different word. Never look at your partner as an enemy, or never look at them as the problem, because it's an infinity, okay? Especially when you're dealing with Scorpio. Everything is a mirror of some kind. It's a reflection of some kind.
That's a symbol for our relationship. Like,
yeah.
I started drawing on my wife. Like
unconsciously. And it's like really a huge thing, the snake, the infinity. If you don't know, if you don't understand what the infinity means, like, go look it up. Go Google it, But especially for y'all, I say that because Scorpio is very much represent strong attachment energy. They integrate, right? They really, really merge with their partners. They desire to really merge and become one. And so that's why I feel like
Spirit has to be a willing participant, though. Yeah,
Spirit moved you to mention infinity. And yes, it has to be a willing participant. You can't make somebody do something. So, okay, I'm going to pull a love card for you guys, a love oracle card. I'm sorry if this is long-winded, you guys, but like, Spirit have a lot to say for y'all, and I knew it when I seen all the fucking decks on the table. I was like, where are these decks from? What are we doing? Okay, all right, love card for Scorpio. Ooh, okay. We have photograph. There is somebody that cannot get you off their motherfucking mind. Or you can't get them off your mind. Like, y'all obsessed. I feel like they both obsessed with each other for real, babe. I do.
Just because you think about somebody a lot does not mean that they're right for you or that you're right for them.
Okay.
Holding on to good memories does not mean that the times are great now.
Yeah, and it brings me back to this pray card, this stalking card, because this could be somebody that Scorpio don't even want it. But because of this, the tarot you pull, I do feel like this is somebody y'all have dealt with or are dealing with, or maybe it's an ex or something. But it's like they're probably, it could, like I said, it could be either way. But somebody cannot let go. Someone here is obsessed.
And see, the way that I feel it is like, when you're dealing with this person, you're not able to shine and be that queen or king that you truly are.
Okay.
So they try to stick around because they see your true light. They see how great and powerful and how wonderful you are. And some people just want to destroy a beautiful thing, or they can't let something so great go.
And sometimes people can see how great you are, but you don't see how great you are. And that's how they keep manipulating you. Right?
Been there.
So, me too. All right, so when you said they don't mean somebody you meant to be with, I heard ask, is this Scorpio meant to be with this person? Whatever deck you want to use, but that's the question.
Okay.
That I heard that we should ask. Is this person meant for you? I think that's going to be the title of this video. Is this person meant for you? What you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the title of this video.
How many cards should I draw, my love?
Whatever you feel drawn to, baby. You can be one. Like, if one gives you the message, that's cool. But if not, then 3, because I hate to. All right, we got 7 of Pentacles. There's still more to figure out, because remember, this is the juice worth the squeeze? You're still evaluating. Your spirit is still evaluating whether this person is meant for you or not. So we do need to pull most other cards. Now we do have 6 of Cups in reverse. This is a Scorpio card. We have 6 of Cups. This is about memories. This is about history. But the 6 of Cups in reverse suggests that you ask the question to yourself: am I holding on? Am I holding on because I have history with this person, or because they're actually for me?
You need to work on the tools that develop you into you.
Yeah, and as well, in order for you guys to make it, you need to learn how to cooperate with each other and stop fighting against each other. You need to work together.
Building a foundation.
Yeah, and understand what both of you have to offer to learn from each other, because somebody here could be feeling like they know everything, right? But you both stand to actually learn something from each other. So if you think that you're the smartest person and they don't know anything, think again, and vice versa. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. You may feel like you have to carry all the responsibility in this relationship. So when we asked are you meant to be with this person, the answer was not a clear-cut yes and no, because it's still under evaluation. What I'm getting, what Spirit's saying to me is, you know the answer. You know the answer, right? Because like I said, is it just history? Or is it because,
potential.
or is it history and potential, or is it because this person actually for you? And I'm gonna let you talk, but I gotta get this out real quick.
I just got one line.
Okay, go ahead.
There is failure and comfort.
Yes, failure and comfort. You have to get uncomfortable to succeed. But the biggest thing for you to ask yourself or kind of look at here, Scorpio, and do is if you continue to do everything for this person, because we know y'all can be codependent, share resources and all that is a big thing. If you continue to do for this person and you don't give them the room to show you whether they are going to show up or not, that's why you keep being confused. Step the fuck off. Fall back. Fall back. Quit being the one that makes all the plans.
That's just like a child.
Yeah. Quit being.
How can they be a responsible growing adult if you don't release the reins and let them become an
exactly
adult?
And the Queen of Pentacles is a mother, and this may even have to do with finances, like, you know, or y'all always doing their resumes for them, or y'all always, you know, coming to save the day for them, or anytime they got an issue, they car fucking up, whatever the issue may be. Stop thinking that stop showing up in the ways of being someone's mother or father.
They can't be strong if you don't allow them to show strength.
And see what they do. And when you do that, that's when you will have your answer. They might surprise you. They may surprise you and step the fuck up. Okay. Or they may confirm what you believe is to be true.
But if you keep
you'll never know. You'll never know.
And doing it because you think, they're not going to do anything anyway, you're going to feed that outcome.
Yeah, and you're going to keep enabling as well, or keep, not giving them the room to do what they need to do.
I'm about to pull to see what's the conclusion of it.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing. So pull yours, and I'm going to pull one from here. You pull one from there. We're going to see. We're on the same page, man. We always on the same page. What we tell y'all, we the infinity. We literally, we so psychic with each other. It's not even funny.
We complete each other.
What's the conclusion of this? I was about to ask the same thing.
Ooh,
what you got? Ooh, child. Okay, and then I got this card in reverse. So Scorpio's torn. They very torn. This is why I said that's what y'all gotta do to figure. Y'all so confused because y'all need to pull back and see if this
mind
person.
And heart.
What's that little saying?
Mind and heart.
Yeah, it is mind and heart. But what's that little saying where they say stop doing so much so you can see what a person wants to do, rather than what you allow them to do, or something. Like, if you stop trying to control everything, you will see what a person really want to do. Yes.
Not what you force them to do.
And Scorpio can be a very, very controlling sign, but on the other side of that, y'all have a lot of power.
You have to release so they do, so you can see what they want to do, not what you want them to do. Yeah,
because we have trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness. Y'all could feel literally stuck in this connection because you can feel like it's a dead end. They're never going to grow up. They're never going to do what they need to do, or they're never going to commit like they should. But yet you keep being drawn back to them because you cannot help it. Right? Yeah. And then you have success is just around the corner. So you're always with this feeling of, you always be like, okay, I feel like they can, or fall in love with that potential, like you said earlier. Right, then that's what keeps you stuck.
The memories.
Yeah, the memories, or you see something in them, but maybe they can't see it in themselves. And so,
the moments that you see something great, then that's when you show up and don't allow them to be great.
Yeah.
Seriously.
For real. And then success is just around the corner. Originally, it did come out in reverse. And so, again, it's bringing me back to, wishful thinking. I'm hearing wishful thinking. But in order for you to ever know if they truly can be what the potential that you see in them, you're going to have to stop letting them depend on you so much emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally, whatever it is.
Let go of the reins and just let it come to you.
And see what happens. Let the pieces fall to me.
You can't think your way through love.
No, you cannot think your way through love.
Polygang.
Polygang. Oh.